heading into the second, most definitely. Eli for three. He gets it.
Good evening and welcome to Eugene Snyder Field and welcome to tonight's broadcast of RTC4.com Sports. Steve Stricker alongside Andy Stone.
Hello, hello, and here we go.
And tonight we got the Argos Lady Dragons on the pitch. It's the championship game of the Girls Invitational. It's going to be the Argos Lady Dragons at 4-1-1, taking on Mount Vernon, coming into tonight's contest at 6-0. Two squads got here by winning the morning games. Argos won 5-0 versus La Lemire. And in the second semifinal game of the day, Mount Vernon defeated John Glenn by a score of 2-1 in overtime.
Extra time.
Extra time. That's Andy and his technicalities. Soccers. So the consolation game just wrapped up here moments ago. John Glenn defeated La Lemire 6-2. And the Mount Vernon squad comes to us from Fortville, Indiana. It's a larger school down in the Fortville. Don't know a whole lot about them, Andy.
They're in between Kokomo and Carmel area.
A little bit to the east of that.
Just a touch to the east. Okay.
Yeah, closer to Muncie, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, well, the girls have come back. They've had a really good week. They were 1-1-1 after the first week of play, and they've won 3 games here during the week, including the game this morning. Andy, what have you seen? I haven't got a chance to watch them since the last time we broadcasted, so I'm sure you've seen them play. What have they done different, or is it just the opponents? Or
well, part of it's been the rotation of some players in some different spots at times, and some of it's just that they're settling down and getting experience playing with each other. There's some younger kids on the squad, and then they rotate in, and and it changes some things up when you're not quite used to it. The perfect example: Stone, Manikowski. Baldwin and them, they haven't really ever played with the likes of Peyton Betts and Lauren Hampton and Parker Boffman, and so for those instances it changes things until you get used to those rhythms, understanding who does what, where goes how, and so on and so forth. So they're just getting in a good rhythm, and they play well tonight. They play their game. If they play like they did the very first game, or Plymouth, this will be a very good match for the Lady Dragons. So we're gonna.
Well, I see. Looking through the starting lineup for this evening, I see Boffman has moved her way up into the starting lineup. I see that.
Betts, yep.
I see that.
Or Betts. Peyton Betts, yep.
Betts is in there, and then also Morgan Baldwin's back.
Yeah, she's back tonight.
So that'll be good for the Lady Dragons, having Baldwin back. She was out for a few games with that ankle injury suffered in the Plymouth game.
Well, the last game against Trinity, we were out Baldwin and Dunlap.
Dunlap was under the weather for a couple days. She's back in, as well as Baldwin, so they should be full strength. So the sophomore Boffman and Betts have both moved their way into the starting lineups for the Lady Dragons. So a good mixture of young and old, and we'll see what they can do here tonight against looking at them, they look pretty big over there, the Mount Vernon team.
They're not too bad. They're good sized. So it should be a good quality game.
They come in, of course, undefeated, so we'll see if we can knock them off and hoist a trophy here at the end of the night. So we're getting close to time here. They're doing the little pregame announcements, so we'll turn it over to the PA announcer, Scott Olds. We'll get our national anthem and starting lineups, and we're getting ready to go here beautiful evening for soccer. The weather's about perfect. Sun is under the clouds, so we don't have to look into it here as we get going. So got about 15 seconds left to go before the start of the game. Two teams are getting ready here to come out onto the pitch for the national anthem. Carrie says as long as you don't drop his camera.
Like, wait, what? Now?
You got it. No, you've been looking tonight.
Wait, like when I'm holding it? On the stand? Hold on.
You got me turned down.
Notre Dame or Air Force?
On leave for, child molesting.
Pick one.
Make it 70 grand.
Better make it quick.
All year. And those kind of abuses, it's kind of
Army,
like
Navy, Notre Dame, and Air
truth
Force.
is both
Just take your
sides
pick.
unchecked.
All right.
I mean, because
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps and direct your attention to the flag on the south side of the field as we honor America with our national anthem.
out here, which looks struggling a little bit. We just don't have the team hasn't found itself yet. But it's fun watching some of the little kids that are.
And starting lineup for the Marauders, junior midfielder number 2, Alexi Hardy. Senior forward number 4, Morgan Scruggs. Freshman midfielder number 5, Cassidy Hammonds. Freshman defender number 6, Katie Gars. Sophomore forward number 7, Riley Hurst. Freshman midfielder number 8, Riley Pearson. Freshman midfielder number 14, Shay Stindle. Freshman defender number 16, Anna Miller. Freshman defender number 19, Macy Wilson. Senior midfielder number 20, Nicole Ratz. Junior in the keeper position number 1, J.C. Wright. And for your Lady Dragons, sophomore midfielder number 1, Parker Bogman. Junior midfielder number 5, Gabby Allen. Sophomore forward number 6, Morgan Dunlap. Junior midfielder number 12, McKenna Burkholder. Sophomore midfielder number 13, Taylor Dowdle. Sophomore defender number 14, Peyton Betts. Junior defender number 16, Alora Stone. Senior defender number 18, Samantha Stone. Senior midfielder number 21, Lexi Vanderwill. Senior forward number 22, Morgan Baldwin. Senior in the keeper position number 0, Abby Manikowski. Tonight's officials are assistant referees Josiah Lappin and Roberto Santos. In the center is Robert Sigafus.
Make that Bob Santos.
Oh boy. I don't want to. Not in this game. Let me do it in the final game or something. It's all right, man. I got it.
All right, so the two teams are announced. The coaches are Joe Stone for the Lady Dragons, and for Mount Vernon, Steve Williams, assisted by Chad Sodden, Cliff Owens, Krista Shockley, and Lauren Bradburn. So, Andy, here we go. We got 40 minutes of 80 minutes altogether of soccer. Going to see if we can determine a champion here for the 2017 Argos Lady Invitational. Should be a good one here. A team that we've not seen before. Mount Vernon and Lawlemere are both new to the Invitational. The Munster team was a staple for years and years. They are not here this year. And the fourth team kind of jumped back and forth. Last year, I think it was, Mississinawa?
Yeah.
And this year we picked up Lawlemere, and then Mount Vernon came in. They've earned their way to the championship game in the first time they've played here. So we're underway here from Eugene Snyder Field. Dragons have the ball first.
But look at that, right to her, and unable to keep it under control. That's a great ball forward, and it's out of bounds throw-in for the Lady Dragons. And here comes the Lady Dragons, and it's cleared out. And she keeps it in play. And ball's played up. Here's going to be a throw-in for Mount Vernon. Stevie's turned me down. Ball's headed out by Stone. And Stone, here's a settle, and good work out of Dunlap to come back around her. Ball's played back, and it's going to be a battle in the corner. Boffman heads it out, settled. Dottle. All right, ball's thrown in. Here goes Dottle with throwing again.
Mr. Good's teaching in class. Well, I don't know if he has his teaching license.
Samantha Stone has it, gives it over to Laura Stone. Clears it up to Burkholder, who's got a ton of room in front of her. Now she needs to go quickly. And she's blocks the pass. And she's beatable on this side. And possible rotation from Coach Stone later on that once he notices or may recognize that. Dunlap puts it in the middle, and keeper comes out and get it. Baldwin's almost there to put it in. Ball's hit forward. Samantha Stone goes, gets the ball, hits it back forward. Out of bounds, and the Dragons will reset, and Mount Vernon throws it in. Stone settles. Alora has it. Plays it forward, and Dunlap's going to get to it. And it's out of bounds, going to be throw-in for the Lady Dragons. Down to Burkholder. Burkholder, and it's still in play. Baldwin's going to go get it. And she's going to be able to outrun him. And there's a hand, or a little bit there on it. So you're going to see what the AR is going to allow them to play. And Betts comes up, makes a good tackle. The boys are being rowdy down there at the fence. And Samantha Stone He's going to get the ball, have plenty of time, and puts it wide right there to Boffman. Plays it back forward. And Manikowski watches it go by.
Both teams just trying to get a feel for what the other team is going to do here in the early going. We still got just a little over 35 minutes left to play in the first half of action.
And so far, Mount Vernon's been going to the ball pretty well. And the Dragons can't hang back. They're going to have to go after this.
Seems to be a pretty good possession team. Their passes look pretty crisp. They're going to give the Dragons everything they can handle here tonight and then some.
Yep. Well, here's the throw-in. As soon as they get around to it. Oh. Ball's crossed in. Laura Stone heads it out. Ball's in the middle. Laura Stone clears it. Here comes Baldwin. Baldwin's got her beat. And she's going to be a foot race, and Baldwin's got her at the moment. And she cuts back, and it's a good move by Baldwin. Puts it in the middle, and right there's Allen for a nice, easy shot, and it's going to be wide.
That's a nice comeback
from Baldwin.
From Baldwin, and she made the right play, got it into the middle. Allen just a little bit off on that shot attempt. We got a sub coming in. Number 9, Miller, is going to come in for Burkholder.
And Dragons are going to have to go to the ball a little bit better, more aggressively if they're wanting to own this team. Forrest got some wheels on that for right side. Laura Stone clicks it out. She has time to settle. Passes in.
Right now, Mount Vernon is being very aggressive getting to the ball, and the Lady Dragons are going to pay for it here if they don't pick up their pace just a little bit.
This so far reminds me a little bit of the Plymouth game, kind of hanging back and letting them dictate who gets it and where they're going with it. So Betts gets it, and they are a little bit physical. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as they keep their arms down. Manikowski hits it forward. Dutch touch wide. And Stone heads it forward. Battles off the elbow. Dottle off of their player. Throw in for the Dragons. Here comes a sub. Overmeyer and Amani.
Number 17, Allison Overmeyer.
So Boffman's going to take a break, and Lexi Vanderweel is going to take a break.
Now I would rotate Amani to this side and put Miller on the left, but I think he's going to make him work on the opposites a little bit. Late hit again from number 4. And Samantha Stone, she's going to just have to deal with the peskiness of number 4 hitting her after she heads it out or plays it forward, because that's what she's going to try to do to frustrate you. Good work from Allen. Miller battles. Keeps it in play for Mount Vernon. Hits it forward. Stone clears it up with the left, and Baldwin's going to be there. Elbow up on the shoulder of Baldwin, I'm sorry. And he's going to have to keep a close eye on that. Laura Stone's going to come across. Dottle with her right. Played back by Mount Vernon. Settled by Coach Stone. Throw in from the Dragons. Dottle back over to Laura Stone. Hits it back up to Baldwin. Gets blocked off. Stone heads it forward again. Here comes the pressure out of Dunlap and Baldwin.
Even the Mount Vernon passes that go out of bounds are going to the feet. Went right to the feet of Coach Stone.
There's a card. That should be a card instantly. When they're dragging and intentionally pulling on the player's arms, that should be an instant card, and the official better get aware of this so it doesn't have a problem. And where's the Dragons? They know the ball's going long. They need to get in there on that ball as soon as it's played. No, it's his whistle. It's bright yellow instead of green or black.
That's going to be confusing.
Yeah, that's actually against the official code for the rules for officials. It's supposed to be a black whistle. And that's a great move by Baldwin. She's going to carry it up.
She's got Dunlap in the middle.
Dunlap with the give and go. And here comes Baldwin, and she's not going to get there. And keeper comes out and gets it. Good idea from the Lady Dragons, much better.
Good aggressiveness, but that was a great play by the Mount Vernon keeper. She did
Slipped
what she had to
correctly,
do.
yep.
Let's see what the name of her.
Here comes
JC
a long
Wright.
hit. Dottle with a great chest.
Keeper for Mount Vernon is a junior J.C. Wright.
Monty, great hustle out of Monty Gonzalez to get to the ball. Battle over in the corner. Cross in the middle. Stone checks it out. Allen just needs to contain, keep her body between the ball and the goal. Deflection. Manikowski picks it up with ease. Big hit. 2 hands on the back. Even though there wasn't much of a shove, that's still not supposed to be happening. Manikowski. Jeez, oh Pete. Head ball, and here comes Dunlap. Dunlap's got her. Now she goes to goal. And wide, and it's still going to stay in. Baldwin's going to recover it. Baldwin's going to face. Man, they are physical. And it's a corner kick. Nope. Yep, there's the foul.
Well, it's a case of right now the officials seem to be letting that kind of physical play go. So the Dragons are just going to have to match that if that's the case.
Yep, but the one thing you don't want to see is when it gets on and it gets chippy and it starts to become late hits and dirty, that's where injuries come about, and we want to make sure that doesn't happen for any player. Stone puts it in. Dunlap. Miller. And Miller gets depossessed, and here comes a long hit. Stone settles it. Dottle. Stone clears it out. It's Parker Boffman coming in. Miller plays it out, and it goes in the middle right back to him. Baldwin goes around, 50-50 ball, and she has possession, and she's going. Plays it back out. Good defensive play from
In for the Lady Dragons, number 1, Parker Bauman.
So Boffman comes back in, and looks like Morgan Baldwin's going to take a break. So they're going to put Parker up front with Dunlap. Approaching the 25-minute mark here, still no score.
Dottle's going to turn it. Go wide. Keeps it, but loses it there. Stone steps up with the left and hits it out of bounds. Ball's played forward. Hit out of bounds. Throw in for the Dragons, and then looks like Burkholder's coming back in. And out comes Sydney Miller.
In for the Lady Dragons, number 12, McKenna Burkholder.
Throw in. Laura Stone, and that ball is played forward by Mount Vernon. Samantha Stone with the big switch, and Dunlap's got to run. Goes, settles, looks, and she plays it. And there's Gabby Allen. And then she sees Parker Boffman. First touch is a little heavy, and they get the ball back. Allison Overmeyer hits it wide, and there's Burkholder running on. Gives it to Dunlap. Back to Burkholder, and let's see if she can get the chip in. Cuts it back. Good defensive play. Ball's all the way out.
Nice little play right there.
Yep.
It started with Overmeyer with a beautiful pass up.
Yep. And Allen's coming out for a quick break. Vanderweel's coming back in.
So Coach Stone is doing some very liberal substitutions here in the early going, trying to keep the girls fresh. They've had 2 games here today.
Yeah. Dunlap.
Haven't really seen a lot of, if any, substitutions on the Mount Vernon side of you.
Not really. Ball's up, and it's not settled, and they're going to pick it up. Goalkeeper has it for Mount Vernon.
Nice shot up ahead right there. Parker unable to get the settle, though, and it's going to be a goal or kick out of the goal by the keeper.
Plays it down in, towards the middle. Stone, handball, not called. And Samantha Stone puts it up to Boffman. And Laura Stone is going to give number 4 some headaches. And someone needs to step forward. And it's way out wide. Manikowski not the least bit concerned. 22.
Shot wide by number 2, Alexi Hardy.
Stone trying to take the goal kick. Long ball. Burkholder. Chest. Settles. Goes around. And I tell you, number 5 is quality and knows how to use her body. Gets that ball taken away from Burkholder again. Vanderweel taps it forward. And there's a ball up, and it's to Mount Vernon instead of to the Lady Dragons. And there's a ball played back, and it's going to go out of bounds, throw in for Peyton Betts and the Lady Dragons. Throws it in, and it's broke up. Long ball. Dottle hits it back to 4. And Alora Stone runs by and gets it. Amani Gonzalez has it on the left wing. She goes up in the mids, and the ball's taken away. Ball's played wide. And Stone was saying she was offsides, had this trap set, but the official didn't think so, I guess. Ball played way out. Subs, 2 of them coming in. It's hard to see their numbers from distance.
Vernon, number 23, Taylor Bostic, and number 21, Emily Keeler.
So Keeler and Bostic are the first 2 subs here with 21 minutes left to go in the first half for Mount Vernon.
Laura Stone hits the ball from Samantha. Ball's played forward. Back in the middle, she's looking for a long shot, and she takes it, and it's wide again.
So far, nothing on frame yet. They've had several shots go wide, but everything's been at least 10 yards away from the frame of the goal. So we're approaching the halfway point here of the first half of play.
Big hit from Stone and Dunlap. Boffman gets to it, puts it in the center. Boffman again. They play it back. Boffman again. Plays it up. Samantha Stone hits it wide to Gonzalez, and it's going to go out of bounds. Lauren Hampton getting ready to come in for the Lady Dragons. Dottle. Ball's loose. Hits it in the middle. Vanderwill gets it. Hits it, and here comes Burkholder. Has her run over the shoulder.
She's got
Goes
Dunlap.
in quick, Dunlap, and it's off it, and she's not going to get there again.
Just a little bit too
Just a
hard
little bit
right
off
there.
her head, yep.
I think Morgan might have read it just a little bit late.
Yep, she just took off just a touch too late. Stone puts the ball right over to Betts. Betts looks and goes there on the ground, but it's unfortunately not on target.
It's probably a little easier for us to see what's coming up when we're sitting about 25 feet above the field,
Well,
too.
it's all about reading the game, and that's a good ball over. And she needs to take advantage of the substitution that's been on this side. Do you notice that number 5 is out, the one that was giving them fits? So they should read that. So now we need to pressure the side because their substitution isn't as good as number 5. Overmeyer hits it forward, back in the center. They're going to swing it wide, and it's going to be broke up by Dottle. Dottle's going to run through and carry it. She's got room to go. One coming in from behind and makes a pass, and unfortunately it was straight to Mount Vernon. Stone steps up, breaks up the play. Parker Boffman gets it over to Dunlap. Dunlap, nice little fake. Dunlap's got room, and it's hit too far out in front of her, and she's just unable to take the shot.
That was a beautiful play there. She's just a little hard on the touch.
Yep.
I don't know how you can read these numbers at all. They're white numbers on white tops of their jerseys. And
they're yellowish numbers.
Yeah, I can't read them. Your eyes are better than mine.
Vanderweel. And they shift. Ford gets the ball. Stone's on her. She's wanting to go back, and Stone takes care of it, moves it wide there. Amani has it.
Good job there by Stone, staying in front of her.
And Amani battles through and gets the ball, and now Boffman's going to have to make the run. It looks like Baldwin, Allen, and Hampton are coming in on the next substitution for the Lady Dragons.
For the Lady Dragons, number 11, Lauren Hampton, number 5, Gabby Allen, and number 22, Morgan Baldwin.
Well, I'm not
Baldwin.
looking necessarily at the numbers. I'm looking at the players, and since you coach them for a long time, you understand who they are just by the way they stand or height. You know, it's just one of those things. You get used to it quick. Stone hits it forward. And the ball's loose. Baldwin's going to come back, and they hit it back and drop it, and then play forward. And Manikowski picks it up, but not on frame. She wide, and she picks it up, catches it, gives it over to Dottle. Dottle hits it forward, and Baldwin can't get there. Allen puts it in, and here's a great opportunity. Chipper, and there's a shot, and it's going to hit the outside of the post.
Oh,
outside of the post. Great try. Here's another attempt, and it's blocked. And here comes Laura Stone, and it's going to be high and wide.
Dunlap had a great shot, hits the post, and goes out instead of in.
Unlucky, but good persistence out of Lady Dragons, who making a very good pass from Dotto and a run for Dunlap, and she did the right thing, just got it past the goalkeeper, and unfortunately curled to where it's just spinning enough to hit the goalpost and goes out. But then they just kept the pressure up, and that's a good thing. So now the Dragons are going to have a little bit of feeding momentum off of that. You can see that they're getting fired up. So let's see what happens. The ball's in the center. Number 4 has it. They play it wide. Try to cut back in on Stone, and it's broke up. Here's a quick shot, and it's off the goal post at the other end.
Not done yet.
Well, we're going to have some excitement tonight, folks. Oh, boy.
Soccer is
Here's
such
missed.
a game of inches right there. You got 2 shots going off of the goal by each end.
Baldwin and now let's get them up. Let's get them. As soon as the ball's played from Stone, they need to take off. As soon as the ball's played, they need to make their runs. As soon as it's played. Don't wait until it goes over your head. As soon as it's played. Let's see if they can time it. Run diagonal between the players. And it's going to be off to the side and out of bounds. Standing on what go by.
Looked like she was trying to go a little indirect and hit Baldwin on the side.
They just weren't ready, I guess. I'm not real sure. And there's a sub. It's Sydney Miller, number 9, coming back in. Ball's played forward. And there she's going to be run off the ball. Two-handed shove. That's 2 with the two-handed shove. There's a stop of the clock, and here comes the yellow card. Yep.
So the card issued to the Mount Vernon player number 4 with 14-14.
And she was very tenacious. But when she does the two-handed shove, you cannot do that. And that's a very good call by the official. And then they don't take a lot of the jawing back at them.
Shay Stindl, number 14. She's just a freshman for the Mount Vernon.
She's very good. She's got hustle and she's got heart, but she's got to play in control. You can't let your emotions get too wound.
Well, you know she's got to be really good if she's a freshman. That's a huge school down there, and freshmen playing varsity for the team. And that's probably just a little bit of a young mistake there.
Yeah. Getting emotional, and emotions are running high. I mean, they're hitting the goalpost at both ends, and Dotto's going to have to watch that side. She's getting caught playing up a little too much, and it's requiring Stone to do a lot of the chasing on that right outer. And that's a quick way to leave the mid center field of the goal open. So they're going to have to be aware of that. And right here's my case in point. And luckily, Overmeyer had to come across and clear it out. Well, definitely been entertaining so far this first half. Here's a cross. Manikowski's going to let it go. Run through, and it's blocked by Hampton. There's a two-handed shove. That should be a straight red. That is a two-handed shove. There should be no warning. Flat in the back. That's what I'm talking about, getting the game under control. That is, and they're clapping about it. They're high-fiving each other as teammates. See, here he is. He sees that. That's a straight, at least a yellow.
Oh, he's seen it. Thanks for the call.
So the near side AR, but the center official decides.
Oh my
not
word!
to,
This is not right. I tell you what, that's where people get hurt because you're off balance and you're not expecting a two-handed shove in the back, And I don't mind rough physical play. I love 50-50 challenges where they collide and they're working hard. But two-handed shove straight in the back is just dirty, and I don't care for it. Man, they got their hands all over them, and they need to talk to the officials. Are going to have a nice long talk with these players. And the fans are not going to help. It's going to turn south before it gets better. Stone, nope, but Dottle with the beautiful left and going up. Goes around her, and that's a good shield. And they still take the ball back. Very good out of Mount Vernon. Oh, we're in for quite an evening tonight. Yeah, I don't know their players, what they look like, so I can't help you with their team. And Manikowski picks it up. It's a deflection, and she gets it with ease. Man, oh man. I still can't get over the two-hand shove. That's such a blatant card. Baldwin's going to make a run. Good throw in, and it's played out. Allen. Long ball, and Stone's going to have to back up, and she's going to turn it to the outside. And plays it out and allows her team to get back and reset. Subs come in. Man, it was right in front of him. I didn't understand how that's not a straight card, let alone red. That is not even careless, that is reckless, which is the definition of a red card is a reckless challenge or reckless foul.
So Betts and Vanderweel come back in for the Lady Dragons, and number 5, Hammonds, a freshman, comes in for Mount Vernon. And number 21, Keeler, goes out. She was the one that you were talking about with the two-hand back.
Yep. You see how Betts, she really works her body, and she's not using her arms to push. So free kick for the Mount Vernon. They better get ready. Wow, that's just ridiculous. Great ball in. Stone heads it out.
Good header there by Sam Stone, getting it out of the trouble area.
Ball's back in, and it's missed by everybody. Vanderweel's going to run it down. She gets shielded, and they drop it back to 18. Back in the middle. Played out, and here comes Baldwin. And it runs through it. Yep, there's the dangerous play. And number 4 for Mount Vernon will be coming back in.
There's another foul. Takes out Allen there.
He's trying to get the game back under control, but
it's going to take probably another card or two before it happens. Because right now it's pretty chippy.
Well, here's what we need. Stone needs to relax and put it on frame. This is definitely her range. She's had a couple already this season, and that's way off, a little bit too much, to say the least.
She was that far on the other side of the midline, she probably would have been great. But
she chipped it instead of shooting it, and she gets pretty mad at herself. And here comes number 4. She's back in.
Boffman comes back in. Dunlap's going to take a break, and the player Scruggs, the senior for Mount Vernon, comes back in. She's got to be careful. She's got a yellow already.
Yep. I thought you said she was a freshman.
Well, I looked at that wrong, apparently.
Obviously. She is a senior.
Senior. I think we were that was a different time.
There you go.
We were
That's
talking
it.
about number 5.
No.
No, it was because she was frustrated. It wasn't the girl that got the card.
There you go.
It was previous to that.
There you go. Oh, boy. Nothing but quality right here at The Voice with RTC4 and Steve Stricker and myself. Look at there, Boffman. Oh, and she just misses, and she had the chance. And flat-footed and gets going around. And here comes a nice little touch, but Betts misses. She's going to turn it to the outside. And it's all bounds, and it's going to be the Dragons. Nope, it's going to be Mount Vernon.
Ooh.
Thought she had a little.
I thought she deflected
it. Just a little touch, but they didn't see it that way.
Yeah.
Laura Stone plies forward. Here's Samantha Stone on her back. And miss hit, and Allen settles it. Good settle out of Allen. Puts it right back over to Boffman. Boffman looks for Baldwin. She should have her, and she gets muscled off the ball. And here's a nice left. And Betts is going to settle and put it right to Burkholder. Unfortunately, the first touch goes back and loses control.
I tell you, number 19 right here for Mount Vernon is a freshman. She is a good, strong girl right there.
Betts and hits it smartly right off of her and gets the throw in. And that's just very, very smart play. And in comes Amani for Burkholder. And number 5 for Mount Vernon.
Hammonds. That's the freshman I was referring to earlier.
That's the one I told you.
No, that was the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
That was well before the card.
And Betts loses possession, and Overmeyer has it. And Overmeyer hits it, and Betts recovers, puts it up the line. There's going to be a throw-in for Mount Vernon.
And for Mount Vernon, number 5, Cassidy Hammonds.
Several freshmen playing on the pitch for Mount Vernon and doing very, very well.
Here comes the Laura Stone. The ball's played wide, and here goes Vanderwill to shift. And they stop because they know it's going right out of bounds. Vanderwill's going to have the throw-in. 5 minutes left in the first half. Both teams have hit the goalpost. Both teams have had chances. 1 yellow card. Stone hits it up the line, and it's out of bounds. Here comes Mount Vernon, throws it in. And here's a nice hit, and it's blocked by Laura Stone. Allen puts it back, and it's going to be out of bounds and a throw-in for Vernon. And they are not leaving Baldwin. Look at how she's got it spaced up top, and they are staying with her, at least 2 with her, because they know that she's pretty quick.
There's going to be a foul in the back on Mount Vernon.
And, well, you know, I think they've settled down just a bit. The anxiety of hitting the post from both sides is, and now they've settled down just a bit again, and that's a good ball from Stone. Baldwin's going to apply the pressure and can't get there. Laura Stone misses. Mount Vernon gets the ball. She's going to chip it back. And it's wide and way out of bounds, and a throw in for the Lady Dragons. Ball's thrown in. Mount Vernon has it, drops it. Puts it in the middle, and Allen's there, and Allen's going to call her with the foul.
Yeah.
Argos foul.
She, I think her momentum just took her on through the player.
Well, you know, there's breaks, and then there's sometimes no breaks, and that was a rolling down the hill without some brakes on that one, and got into her pretty good.
Need to check the pads there.
Yeah.
A little bit of
played up, and it's missed. Stone off the chest. And number 4 tries, fancy, I guess, trying to get around her body around it, facing the wrong way when your initial shooting, and that's going to be a very tough shot to try to do. And the result shows it's about 20 feet wide. 2:51 left in the half. Stone with the goal kick. And it's a good hit. And once again, we stand, let it bounce instead of judging the ball and running with it. And the Dragons need to think about the timing of the situation and think about the ball movement and start going, turning and rotating and running with it, so when it bounces, you're taking the ball forward. Out of bounds, and Stone's going to, nope, Vanderwill throws it in. Out of bounds, and Vanderweel's going to throw it in again. So now I want to see Amani filling in this open space in the middle of the field. Not worrying about one player next to her. She needs to move forward and create some openings. There's a handball, but they didn't. It's going to be cut off. Nutmegged. And there should be a foul on Amani. And it's out of bounds, and it's going to be throw-in. That's once again, he needs to blow the whistle on that. Pulling on her arm and her jersey. Step to the ball. Don't worry about somebody's got to pressure it. You can't give her an open shot like that. Manikowski catches it. Shot on goal. Manikowski with the hit. And there's a big gap in the midfield. There's a push in the back, and there it is. She had her hands up on her back. You can't do that.
So that's going to give the Lady Dragons a free kick right here. Let's see if Sam can take a little mustard off of it and get a good shot.
57 seconds. She just needs to relax. And turn and go with the ball. Let's see what happens here, because the goalkeeper has a good chance of spilling it if she gets it. She will like her. What is she doing?
She's a little amped up right now. She can't seem to take the pepper off of the gumbo that she needs to.
Yeah, he's OP'd.
And has done that about 3 times now, where she just shot her.
Well, she's had 2. Just chip it next time. If you're off, you're off. Chip the ball.
Yeah.
Or do it from the other side of the circle. I don't know.
Well, she had helmets and shoulder pads. She'd have 9 points on the board.
Well, yeah. There she is. And misses. And Baldwin's got a chance. And it's got not enough on it. Yeah, she definitely have 9. If she had helmet and shoulder pads, Notre Dame would be calling her right now.
Yeah. Well, they got a pretty good kicker, so I think they're set for kickers. But so that's going to do it here for the first half of action from Eugene Snyder Field, the championship game of the Argos Invitational. At half, we're tied at 0-0. Only 2 shots on the board for each squad. Both of them hit the side post and went out. No goals yet. So we did have 1 yellow card issued at 14-14 to number 4 from Mount Vernon, Morgan Scruggs. And other than that, it's been a pretty well-played game. A little bit chippy at times.
It was a straight red.
It was chippy at times, but, you know, it is what it is. And right now, we're going to take a break. We're going to do some ads, and we'll come back here in a few with the second half of action from Eugene Snyder Field.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Are you in pain from an injury or arthritis? What if there was a place that could meet all of your orthopedic needs? A place with some of the best orthopedic doctors and staff in the Midwest. A place where you're treated as a person instead of a patient. What if that place weren't in Chicago or Indianapolis? There is such a place. Rochester Orthopedics, your regional orthopedic specialist. When you're looking for comfort and relief, remember, trust the board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeons at Rochester Orthopedics.
All this month, you can save big during Shepherd Chevrolet's Summer Drive event, where prices have been slashed to 20% below MSRP on 2017 Cruze, Impala, and Malibu LT Edition. How about a lower rate instead? Take 0% APR for 72 months. The choice is yours during this inventory clearance event going on right now at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, where they trade your way. Online at shepherdsrochester.com. Farming is a way of life for many of our Hoosier families. Protect all of your farming assets with coverage from Evans Agency in Rochester. They offer farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your coverage needs. Judy Evans and her staff have been serving the insurance needs of this community for over a decade. Let Judy help you protect your farm, your life, your business, and all of your possessions. Evans Agency. Online at evansagencyrochester.com.
Every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon.
Don't miss a touchdown with Red Zone from NFL Network and RTC Fiber Communications. Call today to get yourself set up for all the action. Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp. RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on rtc4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com. Now through August 14th, Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester is offering 20% below MSRP or 0% for 72 months on all new 2017 Chevy Trax and Sonic LTs in stock. That's thousands in savings just waiting for you to grab during the 2017 Chevy Summer Drive event going on right now at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, where they trade your way. Online at shepherdsrochester.com. This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff of Peterson, Wagner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagner.com. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, personal property, and outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice data and video connectivity for the 21st century. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com.
All right. Oh,
Ow,
he's scaring
jeez.
me. Jeez, OP.
All right, here we go. We're back. Second half of action getting set underway here. The Argos Invitational, Mount Vernon out of Fortville, Indiana at 6-0 versus the Argos Lady Dragons at 4-1-1. Halftime scores 0-0. And the Bears are ahead, right, Andy?
The Bears.
The Bears are ahead.
35 seconds left. They're waiting patiently.
Both teams out on the
Go ahead,
pitch,
just
ready
reset
to
the
go.
clock. They're waiting. Everybody's out. .40 and hit it. Don't worry about the 26 seconds. Just reset the clock. Everybody's waiting to go.
Cubs are up
40.
6-2 in the bottom of the sixth. Indianapolis is beating Pittsburgh
There we go.
13-6 in the second
So
quarter.
we're ready with the official when he blows the whistle. And we're on.
All right, here we go. Second half underway. Mount Vernon with the ball to start the half.
Boffman comes back, comes across.
Mount Vernon is going to go from our left to right here in the second half. Of course,
Stone's going to be aware of where number 4 is. And right there she is. And Stone hits it out. And here comes Boffman. Oh, and she steps crooked. And here's the throw in.
Looks okay. That was an awkward plant there by Boffman.
Ball up by Vanderweel. And Dunlap has it.
Daldwin.
Yeah.
All right, first foul of the second half is going to be on Mount Vernon.
So Vanderweel's taking it. And so he's got Stone and Stone in the back line for the defense.
All right, Vanderweel with a little chipper.
And straight to the keeper. Too easy. That's got to be playable for the Lady Dragons.
I'm just guessing if you go a little farther far post.
Wide, yeah.
Yeah.
And Stone's going to outrun number 4. She's got on her. And hits it out, and it's not far enough. Betts. Good tackle out of Betts. She shields correctly. And Betts just hits it out. Says, all right, we'll reset.
Now, what's your opinion on dropping that to Sam right there? Is that?
Yeah, she should have dropped to Sam, but I don't know. I saw Sam call for it once, and Betts was under pressure, so that's just one of those things. Ball's wide, and
Yeah, they're going to get Burkholder a little blocking out right there. Nobody there for the rebound.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, wait. That's not the right sport.
I don't know what that call is. She wasn't really using her arms. She was just using her body.
Well, it is if you back her off of the ball.
No, you're using your body. You're allowed to keep possession. Yeah. Manikowski with the easy catch. Shot on goal. It would have been
Mount Vernon.
number, not real sure the number over there.
I can't read the.
There's a shove in the back. That is such an obvious shove. Pay attention to the game. I tell you what, I'm not happy with the situation of the shoves in the back, and they're not calling it. And that was an obvious one again, and I'm telling you, someone's going to end up hurting. It's not going to be a good time for the poor kid when it's not being under control with the officiating staff. Great work from Stone to Dottle. Ball comes wide. Betts goes down after it. Sees Boffman. Relax. Betts is going to contain, and now she gets around her. Here's a long cross, and she moves in. Allen hits it out, and it's straight to Mount Vernon. And the Lady Dragons better organize. You clear the ball with some power, girls.
Right now they're playing with fire. They haven't got burnt just yet, but you can only do that for so long before Mount Vernon pokes one into the goal.
Well, there's too big a gap between our mids and our strikers, and so they're outnumbered 4-2. They're always going to take that ball away. And let's see. So Dunlap needs to make a run soon as Stone goes to kick it. So she's already in motion open.
And nobody moves.
Nope. They get the ball, and not one of her better kicks. And now it's going to be, well, that's all right. He's going to try to maintain or try to gain control of the players, but that was pretty soft on that one. So we'll see what happens.
Well, if he calls it both ways, that's
If he calls
okay.
it both ways, I'm fine with it. That'll be no problem for us.
We've already seen him miss a good shove in the back, though. So
yeah.
Two players go down. Mount Vernon girl stays on the ground.
Blow the whistle if you need to. Hold on a sec. And nope, she's tough. She's up. She wants to play. Good work.
Number 20. Can't see the second number on there. Those numbers are hard to see.
Yeah.
But she's back up, not doing the greatest.
Baldwin has it, and she burns it, and she goes down the line. And here comes Boffman and Dunlap in the middle. And and they hit. Dunlap went to it, and they missed, and it went back behind the player. Good step by Vanderweel. Burkholder, sorry. Stone heads it. And it's off of her, and Betts puts it forward. They head it back. Stone, Dutch touches up, and Baldwin, good touch towards the center, and she doesn't get there in time. And the ball's played wide, and Betts gets it. And they hit it up, and Betts has got to run for it. She's going to turn it to the outside and just hits it out, and she's going to reset with the Lady Dragons getting plenty of numbers back behind the ball. And now Burkholder needs to come in and cover that center in case they get across because the girl in the middle is far dangerous. Let's see here. Betts with control, contains, here's a cross, and headed out by Laura Stone. Back in the middle, and it goes through everybody. It's a foot race, and Allen's going to be outran.
I think they gotta go through the grammar part too.
That's another way too, like it's an important feature for teaching.
There's the ball forward. Stone comes back. Here's a long hit. Manikowski catches it. Shot on goal. Number 4.
So
Manikowski with a
Scruggs.
big hit. And now let's see if Baldwin can judge it. Heads it back. And they are just playing defenders back. And the Dragons are going to have to play the feet and work the ball forward. They can't just hit it. Stone hits it back forward. And Manikowski. Stone heads it out. And that's a good idea. Stone was trying to head it to Manikowski, and Manikowski overran it, and then it's cleared out for a throw-in.
Well, the Mount Vernon player took the brunt of that. She came in and took Sam's legs out and cushioned her fall. And she's not feeling too good after Sam came down on her legs.
That's not a corner kick. That's a throw-in. And are they not paying attention? Oh, my word. That ball went out 5 feet in front of that line. Ball through, nutmeg, and here comes Boffman. Boffman's got her. She needs to go back. And she turns herself back, and here comes Dunlap. Dunlap looks and gives it over and nutmegs and then loses it. And right there, that is, see, I'd tell that girl, right, if I'm officiating, I said, listen, don't point to me. I have the call. She pointed to the official like, don't you dare call it on me. I was like, you got to put those attitudes in check. Let them know who's in authority. Goes around her. Dunlap with a good run, and here comes Baldwin over to help. Loses it and gets it back. Hits it forward up the line. Boffman's not there, but she's going to apply the pressure. Ball's forward. And they go wide, and that's a great ball wide, and Dottle's going to have to outrun her. Ball's back in the middle, and Manikowski gets it with ease. Cross doesn't get near. So the Lady Dragons are going to have to figure out how to fill this gap, this big void between the mids and the two strikers. And here comes Alora Stone. Ball's played forward for Burkholder. Burkholder hits it, and it goes off of Mount Vernon, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Lady Dragons, and we got 3 subs. And we got Sydney Miller. We have Allison Overmeyer and Amani Gonzalez.
So Boffman, Burkholder, and looks like Allen are the 3 Dragons are going to take a break on the bench.
So he moves Alora Stone up and puts Allison Overmeyer in her place. Here comes Baldwin. Throw in for the Dragons. Sydney Miller and Allison Overmeyer. Ball's played in the middle. Cleared out. Run through by Alora Stone. Ball's played out again. Stepped up. Dottle. Back in the middle. Dunlap can't get to it. Miller drops it. Vanderweel chips it up. Baldwin's going to get it, and it's loose. And Baldwin scores a goal for the Lady Dragons.
Morgan Baldwin keeps the ball alive, and 29-20 to go in the game. Puts the first goal of the game in for the Dragons. They're going to take a 1-0 lead on the foot of Morgan Baldwin.
Now, do you pack it in and play defensively, or do you keep just playing what you have?
I pack it in.
Well, here's the thing. Playing it what they have has been packing it in, so they're going to have to work that way. Alora Stone needs to stay there and stay more defensive-minded. Betts hits it out, and it's wide.
Looks like he's got a, flat 4 going on in the back there?
Yep. So I think Alora Stone definitely needs to hang out dead center right above Overmeyer and Samantha and help out to where they can prevent anything from in the center. Header from Miller. Vanderweel. Ball's up top, and there's Alora Stone, like I said, and Overmeyer chips it forward. Dragons need to apply pressure, and there it is. And unfortunately, they get through. Here it comes. And there it's broke up a little bit. They can't wait back. They can't wait back and just let them play. The Dragons are going to have to apply pressure when it makes sense. And that's a good key indicator when Betts attacked after she saw the miss hit. And now, great work. And Dunlap looks. And there it is. Now Betts, that's a much better play. And Baldwin's got the 2v1. She goes wide. She hits Gonzalez. No, she dicks a diagonal back over to Dottle. And Dottle hits it forward, and Gonzalez is going to goal. Crosses it. Baldwin turns. She has her in the middle. Dunlap goes with the run, and it's hit. And it's going to be cleared out for a throw-in. Good defensive play, but much better out of the Dragons. I like the pressure. They've spread the field, and now they're attacking correctly.
Much better job of using the width of the field here in the second half for the Dragons.
Vanderweel checks up. Ball's played forward. Betts settles. And there's a good tackle on her. And now here comes a counter. And will she go wide or try to go back to number 4? And Manikowski and Stone's got it shielded to where it's no problem. And Betts was straight back diagonal to cover that player. That's just great defending. Oh, and it's a little forward, a little long by Dottle. Shot. And it's saved by Manikowski.
Just enough
batted
of that.
wide, and here comes a corner kick for the Dragons. And Stone's got to get back, and so goes Miller. Vanderweel and Amani Gonzalez. And look at Morgan Baldwin. She's not wasting time. She's coming back to help.
It's going to actually be a Mount Vernon corner.
Yep, oh yeah. She saved it, knocked it out of the goal into the...
You said Dragons. Sorry.
Oh.
I was just correcting you.
Saved by the Dragons.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
That's not what you said. But
yeah, yeah, okay.
We know what you
No
meant.
one's there, and it's cleared out by Betts. And Betts, and she hits it. She wanted to go wide for a throw-in, and they're going to reset. Dragons just need to settle down. There's a ton of time left and maintain composure.
So we got 26 and a half minutes to go. Not a time to get tight.
And the ball's low, and here's a good chip, and it's out of bounds. And Manikowski, you can see, you notice Dottle stop instantly when she started to go after it because Manikowski yelled, "It's out!" So Hampton's in, Dottle's out. Stone's taking the goal kick.
Where are we at now with Sam and Abby? 185?
I'm not sure where they're at. You got to add. Well, we started the season at 179, and then they've had 6 games, so they're at 185.
Is that what I said?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
185.
185.
That is a lot of games played together.
Well, yeah, and they typically have very good communication.
I know Morgan Baldwin's been a part of a lot of those games.
She's been with quite a bit, yes. Ball's played forward, out of bounds, throw in for the Dragons. Now the Dragons need to start thinking about the situation, about time. You don't have to sprint to every ball to pick it up to throw it in right away. You just got to be smart about it. Stone clears it out, and that's a big hit. And they're playing deep on her so they can know that Baldwin can't run past them again. And there's a ball all the way down the length, and she beats Overmeyer. Stone's going to have to cut her off. There's a ball in, and Manikowski, and it's goal! Manikowski doesn't keep it close, and they tap it in.
Rebound goal, that's number 4. Scruggs for Mount Vernon.
Yep. Hampton was up too far. Overmeyer got burnt, and then the save was a little bit too bouncy and went off of the chest of Manikowski and allows the tying goal. And that was definitely preventable.
So we're back evened up here with 24:50 left to go in the game on a rebound goal by Scruggs.
Yep. And Stone puts it up to Miller. Miller gets around her, and they hit it out of bounds. Well, let's see what the girls can do if they can react to this.
Well, Mount Vernon won the first game, coming off of a 1-1 tie and then a overtime versus John Glenn. So they're experienced here today with overtime.
Yeah, that extra time is critical at times.
Extra time. Still got 24 minutes to go.
Yeah, there's a
regular
long
time.
way to go. And Hampton knocks it out. Throw in for Mount Vernon Marauders. Just gets around them. Here's a cross. And Betts runs on. And Sydney Miller gives up and lets her. She stopped her run on the continuing defense and let Betts try to go after her, but it was too late. And Manikowski gets it with ease. Ball's forward. Baldwin. See how she's leaning into her, and then that's a foul. I'm sorry. She's preventing her from running by because she's leaning in, throwing her arm and her knee out. But the teams have seemed to settle down a bit. But as the game goes on, it's going to get a little bit more than what it was. Let's see here.
Mount Vernon.
Now they call. Now there's a foul.
They do call the foul. Mount Vernon has outshot the Lady Dragons 4-1 here in the second half.
Great ball in, and it's loose. Dunlap. And she gets stiff-armed and moved off the ball. Alora Stone puts it back in the middle. Settled. Ball's in the middle and being moved out by Mount Vernon. And Baldwin, with her tenacity, gets the ball back. Goes through another one and another one. Here she goes in the corner. Drops it and turns into a player. And the ball is played out now by Marauders. Stone comes across and hits it out of bounds. All right. Very little. Here we go. And Betts, very smart, lets it just bounce and roll out of bounds. And out comes Overmeyer, and in goes Dottle.
And for the Lady Dragons, number 13, Taylor Dowell.
Here we go. And Manikowski gets the ball with ease. Good communication. Told Hampton to let it go. The throw's intercepted. It's out of bounds, throwing for the Lady Dragons. And out of bounds, throwing again for Lauren Hampton. Wait. Okay, so the Dragons on the first one must have hit it to where it was out, and then the girl who bicycled it was already out of bounds. Or attempted the bicycle kick. Here she comes. Laura Stone comes up. The ball's played in. Miller. And Baldwin battles Laura Stone and takes it, but the next player's got it. And it's off of her. Going to be a throw-in. Number 4 is yelling at our players to back up. It's like, you're not the one that tells them. It's a through ball, and Miller can't get there. Throw in. Stone, the ball's played out, and this should be, well, I guess.
They're saying it deflected off of Allura, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, he wasn't real sure, so he went with that one because I don't know. It's all good. Stone needs to keep it down. Here's a cross. Stone needs it out. Header forward. And Burkholder, nope, Betts needs to clear that out first time as she can. Betts with the miss hit. Stone's going to get there. And hit after she hits it out. And that's good work from Stone. Laura Stone, good shield. Samantha Stone clears it out with the left, and Baldwin Dunlap's got to run. Here she goes, get in the box. And there plays, she gets through, and it's going to be a corner kick. Good work from Dunlap.
It was a tough run that time. She got her down there. So
she got hit pretty good, but she battled through it, maintained, and got us corner kick.
Pretty good job just staying on her feet right there after she took that hit. So we'll see what the Dragons can do here on the corner.
They stopped the clock. Something's happened.
The center official is going over and talking.
No, the AR went into the dugout over there by the
Go
for
see
the
what's
water.
on the dugout there, Alex.
That's his water. He's in there. I don't know if it's maybe a contact lens or something, but the AR's in the middle of that.
Oh, okay. So it's not.
It's nothing to do with the gameplay at the moment.
Okay.
Just waiting for the corner. Not real sure. And he's switching. Oh, the center official must be hurt, and he's switching officials from the center. And I've seen that before where an AR or a center official gets injured or something gets pulled or muscle, and they'll rotate it to an AR.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens about the rest of this game.
So we're going to switch the far side AR with the center.
He informed the so get ready, and there it is. The ball's in, and it's out. Allen puts it wide back out to a Stone, or, yeah, Stone puts it back in the middle, or Burkholder. Nope, Stone. But I don't like this giant opening. I'd like to have Betts pinch in, Hampton pinch in, and then send Dotto up to get this ball that's played out here. And the keeper dives on it, and nobody goes to it, and she gets it off the near post.
Well, Lady Dragons have struggled offensively here in the second half, despite the one goal. That's the only shot they've had.
And here we'll see if Stone can relax and at least either chip it up to him or put a shot on frame. She's going quick, and there it is, and it skips and just about gets in off the wicked bounce. And that's a good shot, a good save by the goalkeeper.
Much, much better try.
And there's a good ball forward, and it's played out well by Mount Vernon. She didn't wait to allow the keeper time to set up. She took it quick, and it was a good shot on goal. And we've seen some good battles. Stone, she mishits that one. And Alora Stone's going to battle with her. And Betts. Ping pong action. Dottle. She gets the ball back and hits it too far forward, and Mount Vernon gets it back. Ball's played up. And here goes Baldwin. Baldwin's going to get there.
Ooh, is that?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Well, you can do that because she was within reach of the ball. As long as she doesn't extend her arms up, which she kind of had her elbow up, but I wouldn't have called that. I would have let that one go on. And that's the same number 4, and that's it. Oh, man, if that's a yellow.
She's out.
Oh, he realized that after she did that she had the yellow, and he didn't want to send her out. He put the card back and told her that's your one warning. Which, if you're going to give them a card, you give them a card. You don't put it back just because they already have one.
Right.
So it's all right. And a good hit again, and a nice save.
Off of the fingertips of the keeper.
So nice save. Again, shot on from distance out of Stone. She's using the grass. I like the fact that she's changed her kick so she's not going for the field goal, but she's just trying to skip it past her, and that's a wicked hit, and it's got plenty of pace, but the goalkeeper's done well on the first 2.
Well, she just barely got her fingertips on that one.
Yeah, it was a nice hit again. That will cause havoc, and here comes Manikowski, and Stone's going to shield it.
You know, I like in that play with the card to somebody, getting a foul called on them in basketball and then go to the sideline.
Realize
she's
it's
got 4
fouls. Yeah, I don't want to call it.
I don't call
I think it was more the fact that that's a great ball forward. I think it was more the fact that they switched to centers, and he saw it afterwards. But you know what? I'm sorry if it is. It is.
I don't think it was necessarily the initial
It was.
hit.
I think it was the stuff afterwards again.
Yeah,
and
a little bit of extra,
And she's not had a good time with Stone on her. She's getting a little frustrated, and that's just part of the game. And there's that big hole I was talking about. And here's a long ball wide, and Betts is going to have plenty of time to get there. She's going to turn, look, and plays it up the line. And it's going to curl out of bounds, and they're going to reset.
Approaching 14 minutes left here in the game. We're still tied at 1.
And you can see the AR. He's struggling on the other side. He's hurting a little bit. Ball's in the middle. And it's going to be a chance. And there's a goal! Hampton gets around Hampton, and it's a goal.
Nice shot on
yeah,
goal.
that was a really good shot.
Can't tell what the number was.
16, I think.
20.
20? Yeah, okay. Number 20. And the Dragons, once again, they turn the ball over in the mids, and they get a ball chipped through the center, and there's a goal.
Molly Kaplice, junior midfielder.
It's going to skip out of bounds because it didn't step and settle. And the Lady Dragons just going to have to step it up. But they have effectively taken 4 out of the mix for the most. She had the long kick, but she's been out of the mix just a little bit now.
First lead of the game for the Lady Marauders, and there's 13 and a half minutes left to go.
And Betts plays it out.
Lady Dragons took the 1-0 lead with the goal by Baldwin at 29-20, and then the Lady Marauders have scored 2 to answer and take the lead.
Here we go. Ball's played in, battled through by Betts, played out of bounds. Ball's in the middle.
It looked like it was going well over the goal, but it turned out it wasn't that far over.
Yeah, it was pretty wide, too.
Yeah.
So
but
now
it was a lot
Stone.
closer than it looked originally.
Coach Stone is going for the gusto. He's moving Samantha Stone into the mids, having Overmeyer battle with. Overmeyer came in, now Laura Stone, and Dottle's in the middle. And let's see what happens. Ball's played forward. She turns on him, and Laura Stone, she outruns, and they're going to call a foul. Not real sure on the call. Yeah, she put her arm out. Yep, that's all right.
So that was an offensive foul.
And she's going to end up in trouble. She's not going to be able to control herself. You can tell she has some issues with that. I mean, she's very competitive, and you can tell that, but that doesn't mean you still got to control your emotions. Yeah. She didn't put her arm out. It was a 50-50 ball.
So correction on that goal is number 20, Rats.
Yeah.
For Mount Vernon. I had actually flipped over and I was reading Lala Mears.
Laura Stone's going to have to watch. Number 4 is going to be open, and looks like she's struggling a little bit.
She took a pretty good shot there. She's limping a little bit.
Out.
She's spending a lot of time looking at the AR over here.
Yeah, she's acting like playing the innocent card, and it's just not working at the moment. Parker's out, so here comes Amani and Lexi. Out goes Parker and Allen.
And number 21, Lexi Vanderweel.
Stone has it. Goes back around the other way. Loose. Number 4 goes after it. That's a good battle. She goes around, and it's a great ball in, and Manikowski comes out with ease and grabs it. Stone needs to get moving as the ball goes forward. Baldwin puts it forward, and it's out of bounds.
And for Mount Vernon, number 23, Taylor Bostic.
Well, it's not quite time to go
now Samantha Stone's been moved all the way forward.
Yeah, the Lady Dragons are trying to get the equalizing goal. They're under 9.5 minutes left.
Here comes a chance. Comes around Overmeyer. Cuts back. Dishes it in the center. Puts a square ball. Mount Vernon relaxed and playing very well. Back over. Now a through ball. And it's blocked, and it's going to be a corner kick.
Very impressed with Mount Vernon's possession game. Their passing is always to feet.
Yeah. Well, you can tell they are very good. They have a lot of club teams down in that area to choose from. And, you know, a lot of these big schools, they do one sport and one sport only. And we've always talked about it. But this game is definitely not over by any means. Oh, Monty Gonzalez hits it out. And she's turned. Gonzalez runs in, and she gets tackled away. Now Betts gets the ball. Turns, hits it, and nutmegs her. And now the cross. And it's missed, and Manikowski gets it and rolls it out to Burkholder. Burkholder's got a chance, and she loses it. Here's a shot, and it's way over the mark. And Samantha's telling Manikowski, don't roll it, kick it out, let us go. We got numbers up at that time. And Manikowski doesn't typically take goal kicks, and that's pretty good. But nobody's moving to the ball except for Mount Vernon. And Dragons are down just a little bit. Here's a long through ball, and Betts will get there. And it's out of bounds for a throw-in.
They're kind of a little wind out of their sails right now, a little gas out of their tank or something.
Yeah.
But they've got to get a bigger sense of urgency here with 7 minutes to go if they're going to get this thing tied back up. So far, ever since they moved Sam up front, it's all been back in the back.
It's you do certain things, you have to, and so on and so forth. We'll see what happens. There's plenty of time left. And the ball's played up, and Laura Stone's on her and takes it, and she gets it back. And Gonzalez, and she still has possession. And here comes, and they get the ball back. Here's the shot, and Manikowski gets it with ease. Stone and Baldwin and them need to move up quickly. And the ball's knuckling down, and it's over Samantha's head, and it's chipped Dutch touch forward. And Overmeyer needs to run through that. Ball's played up. Good Doddle. Back forward. Baldwin, the ball's played back up. Here comes the left. It's crossed, and Manikowski gets the ball. And Manikowski goes to hit it. And knuckles forward, bounces, and it's got to judge it. It's going to be over. It's kind of obvious, but they're just keeping one back and clearing it forward. And the girls need to be aware of their surroundings. Stone, the ball's not played. She goes after it. And they're down, and they're both going down. It's going to be a throw-in only. And Burkholder, I said it was a good shoulder 50-50, and they both went down, so. Ball's forward and to the other team. Hits a long hit out. Judged to bounce, and it goes right over her head, and then puts it right back into forward, dead center. There's a through ball. Betts, and it's a good pass back. Betts battles and gets it back. Very good work out of Betts. And keeps it again. And there goes Burkholder, and still has it. And doesn't go wide and hits it straight to the other team. And Baldwin hits it wide, and they're just playing deep, so we have to play defeat. We can't just do through balls and long balls when they got a player that's 10 yards behind everyone else. They just run forward and clear it out.
All right, so some subs coming in for both squads. Let's see who that is that came in for the Dragons.
That was Boffman.
Looks like Allen's back in as well.
And for the Lady Dragons, number 1, Parker Boffman, and number 5, Gabby Allen. for Mount Vernon, number 23.
Well, we're going to see here if the Dragons can battle through this and get that tying goal. If I'm Mount Vernon, I'm going to keep tired legs. I'm going to start just moving the ball and creating some long runs and just wearing out the Dragons. Good throw. Nice header from Amani. Ball's back in. Number 4 gets it. And she just hits it up. Betts has time. She needs to go ahead and settle that one, honey. She's got enough time. Just stop, turn, and hit it back up the field towards Dunlap. Look at where Baldwin's at. She's stretching the field. She is stretching the field, and they are not going to release her. And 2-8, and it's blocked. Allen was trying to hit it wide. And Dragons are just staying back way too far and letting them press. She takes it to the corner and rolls it out of bounds, and that's a goal kick. So here's a sub. And let's see what happens here. Manikowski plays it.
And for Mount Vernon,
and Mount Vernon runs through it.
Riley Harrison.
So the player is just now getting off of the field.
I don't know.
Too many men on the field. It's a 10-yard penalty.
Around her. Out of bounds. Run around her.
Oh, they're just stalling now.
Well, I mean, that's
smart. Yeah.
That's smart. I mean, that's an illegal throw. Now, stand between her. And they're going to be in no hurry. They're just going to kill the clock.
Well, how long are they going to let them do that before we get in front of them on that throw-in? There we go.
Wasted a good amount of time. Wasted 25, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then we throw it right back into them. And she's going to go right back to that corner. There's a foul on Betts.
Well, right now they're getting outworked and outsmarted.
Yeah, the Dragons are going to end up coming up short once again in the Invitational. Barring a very, very quality play with some distance. Ball's in, and it's goal kick, and better go quick. And 56 seconds left. And, well, Laura has it. Hits it heavy. And there, unfortunately, and it's going to kill the clock right then and there. Just that simple little things, tired legs, a touch simple forward, and it goes too far and it creates major problems. Hoffman gets tripped up and it kills the clock. Overmeyer hits it forward.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Boffman
5.
needs to cross it quickly.
2.
And that's going to be it.
So that's going to do it. Your final score is going to be Mount Vernon 2 and Argos 1. Congratulations to the Mount Vernon Lady Marauders. They come up from Fortville and pick up a trophy. They are the 2017 Argos Invitational Champions. The scoring all came in the second half of action here. The halftime score was 0-0 with 2 shots on goal by each squad. Second half, the Lady Dragons actually opened up and got the first goal of the game with 29-20 on a Morgan Baldwin kick. Put put the Dragons up 1-0, but Scruggs would come back a little less than 5 minutes later and tie things up at 1 with the 24-20 left to go. And then at 13:54, the senior, Nicole Ratz, gave the Mount Vernon team the go-ahead goal, and the final is 2-1. So the Lady Dragons are going to fall to 4-2-1 on the year, and Mount Vernon is going to improve to 7-0 for the season. So congratulations to the Lady Marauders once again from Mount Vernon High School. So we're going to wrap things up here from Eugene Snyder Field here at Argos High School, where the 17 Argos Invitational comes to a close with Mount Vernon winning the trophy. For Andy Stone and Alex Stearns on camera, I'm Steve Stricker. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast on RTC4.com. We'll see you again next week. We got boys soccer coming your way, I think, on Wednesday. And then we will be, I don't know what all the schedule is next week. I probably ought to get all that arranged. But I know we got a boys soccer game coming up here on, I believe, Wednesday. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and have a safe evening. We will see you next week.